Hey, Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kwakadash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give a double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who has taught me this truth. I want to give a peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth and risk their life to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Lord willing, the video is edifying. Lord, I can get something from this video. Quick video through the spirit, man. I was speaking about this the other day in the car ride, and the spirit was hitting me, you know what I mean, to go, I was, to basically go into the history of this devil, right? And when you go into the history of this devil, right, you understand that he everything he does, as far as, to get power, just in general though, is straight, low life activity. And not only that, he has no morals and no principles and no standards when it comes to getting his way, right? He'll lie, which he's the king at that, right? He's the king at lying. He's the king at claiming other people's work, okay? He's the king at that. So therefore, he looks like to peon-minded people that he's the one that, created this, or he's the great, he's the most intelligent. The so-called white man is the most intelligent nation on the planet. That's not true. That's not true. Scripture said Jacob is the former of all things, man. Right? But he would, literally take what Jake has made and copyright and patent it, take it and claim it and then sell it and get money from it. Right? That's what he does. He does that with land. He does that with items, right? It's coming out. I was watching a video the other day. It's all coming out on, it's all coming out that Israelites were, created the cell phone, the stoplight. All the things that are used for our safety and our convenience to this day has been created by us. The so-called white man has tried to take it and use it, or take it and patent it and say, oh, he created it. And what that happens, when that happens, what that does to the mind of people is it'll make people submit to your will, because it look like you know what you're doing. It look like you got it under control, but you don't have it under control. That's why you're losing control. You've never had it under control, right? The only reason why you got power is because we went off. That's the only reason why you got power. You got to remember, these people are base. These people are low-level, peon-minded, low-level people, man. Okay? They the base man, right? The spirit in them is not, their spirit is not upright in them, right? And they're wicked. Okay? They're wicked, man. Let me show you how wicked they are. Let me show you this, man. Let me read this, man. I'm gonna read this, bro. Let me go down. This is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 10. It says, let us oppress, this is talking about them and their mindset, right? It says, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age, right? They don't have any mercy. They don't view life. Their mindset is not of that. Their mindset is not of righteousness. Their mindset is not of being fair. Their mindset is not of basically being right. Their mindset is just straight on evil, and whatever they got to do to minister and bring forth their evil work or evil plan, they're going to do it. Look how they got America, right? Look how they got control over the earth through influence, which they use, America to get control over it. America is the biggest influence as far as wickedness throughout the earth. Everybody look at America as it's a place to do. It's a place to go to. It's a place to mimic, right? But you don't understand that this place is wicked, right? It gives you the illusion of freedom, but it's not the freedom you think. It's the freedom to do as thou wilt. So therefore, you don't have to have any structure. When you don't have any structure, you become lewd. When there's lewdness in the air, bad shit start to happen. Okay? When there's lewdness in the air, bad things start to happen. Women start to act like men. Men start to act like women. Children start being disrespectful. Men start laying with men. Women start laying with women. Women to dress up like men and lay with or and get with a mo dude. And she pretend like she the man and he pretend like he the woman. So all this is a fucking bowl of confusion. And this is what happens when the wicked is in charge. Because what he does is he takes confusion and he how can I put this, man? He uses confusion to his benefit, right? He'll create a problem, right? And then give you the solution to the problem that he created. But you guys are so blind to the fact that he created the problem the whole time that when he gives you the solution, oh, he's the greatest man on earth. Get the fuck out of here. These motherfuckers do order out of chaos. Right? Read about Antiochus, man. Look up what draconian laws are. Right? This comes from them. They'll do something to you and justify it or try to justify it by making you seem like you're the problem or you deserved it or you caused it. As if they're justified to do anything to anybody. You know what I mean? But hey, you people, you worship them. You think JC is, blonde hair, blonde brown hair, blue eyed, white man that came and, was a pushover and this and that with the wool, which that very picture is not in the Bible. That very depiction is not in the Bible. You cannot find anywhere in the Bible where the Lord looks like that. And I got to say it like that because you stupid motherfuckers be listening slow. Okay? But yet, you'll break the scriptures down to a person, right? Break them down to it, and then 2 plus 2 is 4, and and it'd be evident. Yep, 2 plus 2 is 4. Yep, 1 plus 3 is 4. Yep, the answer is 4, right? And they'll look at you in the face and be like, "It's 5. It's 3." This is, this is where we're at in the world, man. Where these motherfuckers are on their right hand from their left, man. That's why this current rulership is going to be destroyed. America is prophesied to be destroyed. It's going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. Okay? It says, "Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous." Why would you lie in wait for a righteous man who's just? Right? Why would you even minister or have the thought to do that? These motherfuckers is bullies, man. Right? And they bullied the world. Okay? But scripture said the beast shall hit the whore. So all these nations are going to send thermonuclear missiles on this place, man. It's prophesied in the scriptures. Right? It's like in 11 it says, "Let our strength be the law of justice." Right? And that's what they stand behind, their law. Right? They stand behind it, but they manipulate it to their benefit. Right? It says, "Therefore let us lie and wait for the righteous, because he is not for our return, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraideth," it says, "he upbraided us with our offending the law, and objected to our infamy, the transgressings of our education." Right? It says, "He professeth to have the knowledge of the Most High, and he calleth himself the child of the Lord." All right? We're doing that. Right? And we're proving that. It says he was made, this 14, it says, "He was made to reprove our thoughts." Yeah. These two witnesses torment them day and night. Okay? They don't like that. They look at it like torment because it is torment to them, because we're telling them, hey, your society is fallen. Right? It says, he is grievous unto us even to behold. For his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion, and our ways is that of righteousness. Right now, to the best of our ability, but when we're made immortal, it's going to be in us to where we ain't going to be able to go off. And then our ways are really going to be on a really in that another fashion, on a whole different level. Okay? 16, it says, we are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that the Most High is his Father. Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. Listen to this. It says, for if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. Yeah, they were saying that to the Lord. If you the child, if you the child of the Lord, deliver yourself. Right? This is their mind, man. This is the way they think, man. This is what they do. That's why, like, let me figure out a way to say this, man. In the most calmest way I could say it, man. The arrogancy of you prideful Edomites and you nations, right? And the things that y'all have done throughout the earth from the beginning. You will have to pay for it in the worst way possible. The worst way possible, man. And your lineage is going to have to pay for it. And the children you bring out is going to pay for it over and over and over and over and over and over again. You other nations will be subject unto us, and you will follow us. And if you don't follow us, it will be repercussions. It will be punishment. It will be examples being made in the worst way. You Edomites will be obliterated off of the face of the earth. Scripture says there shall be no more remaining of the house of Esau. You prideful, arrogant POSs, man. From the top of you to the peon of you. It says, let me go to 18, man. It's like it says, for if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. Let us explain, let us examine him with despitefulness and torture. Right? That's what they're going to do. We understand that. We get it. That way, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. Right? And look how they're going to go about it. Right? Through torment, through torture, through all kind of. But the Lord is going to lift up a standard, man. And the Lord is going to deliver his men. The Lord is going to be with his men. Right? So even if, you can get some of us, right? But what about when the Lord make that man or make us immortal? Then what? Then what? It says, let us condemn him with a shameful death, For by his own, this is why we're not worried about what you people that's not in the know. You everyday motherfuckers, we don't worry about how you view us, how you look. It's something way bigger going on that you can't even you can't even understand. If it slapped you in the face, you couldn't understand. If we broke it down to you in the most simplest terms, you wouldn't understand. You couldn't understand. So just do what you are assigned to do here in this Babylon, man, until this bitch get destroyed, man, by thermonuclear missiles. We don't give a fuck about how y'all think about us, man. It says, let us condemn him with a shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected. Such things they did imagine and were deceived. See? So you imagined these things, but you were deceived. It says, for their own wickedness has blinded them. Your wickedness has blinded you. Pride is blinding. You have that, right? It says, as for the mysteries of the Most High, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness, nor discerned a reward for blameless souls, because those souls are going to be lifted up. Those souls are going to be delivered. Those souls are going to be made immortal, made right, blessed, empowered. Right? It's what you don't understand. You don't get the reward for the righteous. You don't, because you're not righteous, so you don't understand it. Only thing you understand is wickedness. That's it. That's it. So you doing what you're supposed to be doing. But just, just let you know. It's still BTA, man. Still belt to ass, man. Father. Man, where was it at, man? Was it, Slacky, bro? Give me 1 second. There we go. John 8:44 says, ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father you would do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar, and the father of it. Yeah. When they speak of lies, they speak of their own. Oh, like they paint the Lord as them. During the Renaissance period, during the Renaissance period, that was some of the most, those are crimes that people just go over. Like when, you know what I mean? And the reason why you have to address the crimes and the things that was done during the Renaissance period is because this is the whole one of the reasons why you people believe in what you believe in. You believe in this Catholicism. You believe in Christianity. You believe, in a white man's Christianity. You believe in the way of the white man and don't understand how he got his way by lying to you. So now you think this man is just the greatest thing on earth, and you think he's so great that God looked like him. When the scriptures clearly tell you what the Most High look like. The scriptures clearly tell you what the Most High people look like. The scriptures clearly tell you what the Most High people will be going through. Right? And I'm not going to say, you got Israelites that look like all the nations. You got Israelites that look white. You got Israelites that look like Moab, like Ammon, like Ishmael, like the rest of the nations. You got Ishmael. Yeah, you got Ishmael. That's some of them might be Issachar. You got Israelites mixed in with that. You got some Israelites that may look like Elam. You got Israelites, again, that look like Ishmael. You got Israelites that look like Moab, like Ammon. It was a boxer, we was watching it a couple months ago. Boxer, man, he was fighting a Jake out of DC, and I don't know what the brother name is, man, out of DC, but his brother was in the military. I think his brother fight too, if I'm not mistaken. But you know, the one that was fighting against the bro from DC looked like a Japanese man. You would think that, oh, he's Japanese. You know what I'm saying? But his father was a Judite, or is a Judite. His father was in his corner, and you're like, oh, okay. And then when he saw his father, he looked at him like, oh, okay, cool. He a little darker. He this, he that. And he fight like Jake. You know what I'm saying? And so let's say that man end up having a child with another Ammonite woman. That baby gonna look fully straight Ammonite, but he an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Whatever child they have is going to be a straight Israelite, right? So when you have generations and nations and generations of mingling within the nations, man, we look like everybody. You know what I'm saying? But the scriptures clearly tell you what the Lord looked like and what the Most High looked like. You know what I mean? So we get into that all the time. You know what I mean? But hey, you people just, whatever. You're not going to believe if the Lord don't want you to believe. The wicked is preserved for the day of evil. So you're not really doing this. I mean, if you don't believe, that's on you. This is first Maccabees 3:48. It says, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen has sought to paint the likeness of their images. All right, this is the Greeks that did this, which are Edomites, right? And then when the Romans got into power, they did it. And then, basically, every time Esau got into power, he always got in or came in with some type of a lie, because he would do anything to get power. He would kill his own to get power. He would snake. He's the definition of he's a snake for real. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what? I was going to go into a little bit about the Renaissance period and pseudoscience and all that shit. Okay, let me grab this definition real quick. It says pseudoscience is a collection of beliefs, claims, or practices that are presented as scientific but do not actually follow scientific method or meet scientific standards of evidence. Right? So basically, it's things that are beliefs that you people believe in something, but there's no evidence to back it. Right? And this is what Esau leads through, right? So I'm gonna come back, Lord willing, and do another video going into pseudoscience and the Renaissance period and all that. I didn't want to make this video too long, but yeah, I just wanted to get that definition because I had it pulled up or whatever. But I might have to, if it be the Lord's will, I might come back and do another video going into this. But until then, man, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash. I want to tell everybody, let's keep pushing on to the next. Shalom.